I'm Kelly Beischel. I have a PhD in nursing education, and I'm a resilience coach and an author of a forthcoming book called The Love Project. When our first son, middle child, was 15, almost 16, he attempted suicide. A year and a half later, he came out as gay. The way he came out was writing in a notebook that he left on his bed for me to read, because he knew I scanned his room ever since he attempted suicide. And it was a prayer to God saying, if homosexuality is a sin, why did you make me this way? When I asked him about that, he said, I think so. Then that's when the fear just really bubbled up inside of me. I remember my first HIV patient, and this was in the early 80s when people died of this. The Matthew Shepard trauma came to the surface. And then it dawned on me within seconds that I'm not going to have another little Luke running around. Whether it was rational or not, that was the thought that came up. And then about 3 years later, Will came out, and he came out at a restaurant because we were all together as a family, and I about lost it, unfortunately. There was so much grief when Will came out. And, this is 2 of my sons. I saw Luke packing up for college, and he was going to the university I taught at. He was leaving. It was only 20 minutes away, and he was packing up everything. And I thought, I know this means he is leaving, and I don't know that we're going to see him again if we don't turn this around. And I talked to my husband. I said, we're going to lose Luke, and we need to choose love, and we need to choose acceptance. And he said, amen. And from that moment on, we were all in the camp of, love conquers all. And the fears didn't go away. And I prayed myself to sleep most nights, but I was praying for God to change him. I remember walking out to my car one day to work. I've not had an experience like this before nor after. I heard God said to me, Kelly, you are praying the wrong prayer. You are praying to change Luke. You need to change the prayer to, let me accept the child you gave me. And I'm like, it changed on a dime. And so it made all the difference. One of the biggest lessons I learned was not to pin my hopes and my dreams on my children, because they need to live their life. And I need to live mine and live out my own dreams. And I learned from all this to have flexible thinking. That has opened my world to everything, is not always believing my own thoughts. The other is having self-compassion, because it's over time. You accept your children, you love them, and then all of a sudden thoughts will come into your brain about, like, why can't I have a normal family? Or why can't my children be like theirs? And realizing that that's just a thought that slipped in, but that I can do something about that, and I can love myself through that. I don't want another family. I want my family just as they are. When in doubt, choose love. The LGBTQ community is a beautiful community, very accepting and loving, and we get to be part of that. And so there's a lot of gratitude around that. I've also talked to parents, especially when their religion or religious beliefs hold them back from accepting. And that's one of the biggest hurdles, I think, that people go through. That's what the literature says, and that's what people have written to me about. When I die and hopefully go to heaven, and God asks me, so, those children that I gave you that were on borrowed to you, because they're really his children, those children that were on borrowed, how did you love and accept them? What did you do when they presented as someone that you weren't prepared for? Did you love and accept them, or did you reject them? I am here to love and accept and raise beautiful people, beautiful humans. And nowhere does it say we're supposed to reject them if they aren't exactly who we think they should be.